Some say that the Panasonic camera division is going to be divested in 2021. Is this a strong possibility? What about Pentax and Nikon? And speaking of Nikon, they'll be announcing the Z6 and Z7 Mark II in a couple of weeks. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Simon. Thanks for tuning into The Ordinary Filmmaker. If you're new here, subscribe to get notification of new videos like this one so you don't miss any news, rumors, or tutorials. And don't forget, I'm giving away a brand new Canon EOS R5 full-frame mirrorless camera to one lucky viewer. Details are in the description down below, or you can watch this video right up here. Chelsea and Tony Northrup predicted that Panasonic will divest their camera division in 2021. Is he off the mark? I really don't think so. In early 2020, I predicted that we'd see a camera shakeup in 2020 through mergers and acquisitions. Many of you saw the writing on the wall as well. In a February poll, 59% of you thought that Nikon would be the first to be divested from their parent company Mitsubishi. Some questioned why Olympus wasn't even included in the poll, giving their vote to Olympus. Bjorn seemed most dialed into the market, getting Olympus correct, and saw the weakness of Nikon and Panasonic as strong candidates following Olympus. Panasonic sales are so low that their interchangeable lens cameras are lumped into other in a recent sales report. That amounts to 280,000 units, and those are worldwide numbers. That's well below the market leader, and to put that into perspective, Olympus was divested to JIT with sales of 330,000 units. I predicted we would see some mergers and acquisitions in 2020, and we've already seen the acquisition of Olympus's camera division by JIT. Is Panasonic next? Well, the numbers point that way. 280,000 units worldwide, and that's shared with other manufacturers, including Pentax. Is Panasonic's strategic transformation towards vlogging going to turn the company around or make the company appear more valuable to a potential suitor? One thing's clear. The decisions they make today will cement the company's future. If they make poor, strategic decisions now, no merger or acquisition can save them in the long term. But, as TV200 pointed out, Pentax is just as likely as Panasonic to be divested. They too are lumped into the other category in interchangeable lens cameras. Expect more news on the subject of mergers and acquisitions as these companies announce their quarterly and year-end results going forward. But now, let's get on to some positive news. Nikon will announce the Z6 Mark II and the Z7 Mark II on October the 14th at noon Eastern Time. That's 1700 hours Central European Time. Sadly, no specs have been teased and no further leaks from what we received this summer. Both cameras will keep the same sensor as in the Z6 and Z7. They'll have dual X-speed image processors and have dual cards, one of them being CF Express and the other being UHS-2 cards. And if you're thinking, oh, I hate CF Express, give that another thought if you're a video user. If you're shooting, let's say, an hour or even 30 minutes, and you record to a V30 card or even a V60 card or even a V90 card, a CF Express card can move that content off at 4 times the speed. And if you're using a V30 card, that speed increase can be up to 8 times. And I've done this. I've recorded Q&A sessions that go over 60 minutes, and it usually doesn't take more than 10 minutes at most to move the content off. Once, I accidentally recorded to the SD card. Not my fault. Somehow the R5 likes to switch back and forth every now and then, despite telling it that I wanted to record to the CF Express card for video. It took the better part of an hour, and that adds up over time. Anyhow, let's get on to the specs and take a look at video. The Z6 gets 4K 60 up to 30 frames per second, and we're told we'll get many more new features as well as an improved user interface. But now for a quick mention from Sony. The new Sony FE 12-24 f2.8 is available and it's now shipping. This is a great focal length. I'd really love to have this lens in my inventory, but at $29.98, which is essentially $3,000, I'm going to have to wait along with the RF 50mm f1.2. But if that doesn't interest you, well, then maybe this might. Since I hosted a live stream last week, I've been thinking how I can deliver a live stream that provides value. I don't feel that an hour of me answering questions is interesting enough, nor is it engaging enough. I'm thinking of doing a Saturday hour-long program with different segments. The first being a short intro and small talk, then spending a bit more time on all things camera-related in camera talk. Then doing a segment on tools and tips. That'll offer pearls of wisdoms on, I don't know, everything related to cameras, editing, accessories, well, all things camera. And then I'll take a few questions, but the show won't focus on question and answers because that's the focus of the Sunday morning show. What do you think? Would this be more interesting? I'll have to pre-record some segments to keep things a little more interesting and then cue them up when the time's appropriate. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. But that's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe for your chance to win the Synco Lav S6E and M3 shotgun microphones. I'll be awarding this prize once the channel reaches 20,000 subscribers, which isn't too far away. And I'll be awarding the R5, a brand new R5, when this channel reaches 100,000 subscribers. And every 10K all the way up to 100,000 subscribers, the prizes will keep getting better with each draw. Thanks again for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. We'll see you again soon.